I just took the fastest shower in the world. Nah, I ain't kidding. I'm not kidding, man. Hello, everyone. New person, new day, new me. Welcome back to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. That disaster has been avoided, man. Oh my gosh, I apologize. I was muted. I was basically ghosting you guys like Daniel Levy did to the offer we sent him. Levy, you Voldemort-looking mother Zucker. Voldemort from Harry Potter. You stupid twat face. How dare you ghost us? We are the upper echelon of European football. We have more trophies in a single year than your club's history combined, you stupid twat. How dare you? We got more Champions League trophies than you have, but than you have trophies in general. Daniel Levy. I'm muted again. What? You guys are joking. I can see the green bar now. Wait, no. Nah, don't do this. I gotta actually test it. Bro, come on. They have to be trolling. Okay, I can hear something. Okay, you stupid. You guys know what you're doing now. Is this gonna be like a running joke? Nah, man, you guys are crazy. So Daniel Levy, you piece of crap. You're garbage. You ignored us. Do you guys see what happened? I took a shower and now I'm now angrier than ever before. I took a shower. It took me 3 minutes to take a shower, get new clothes on. I'm moving fast. I'm like Alphonso Davies on the wings. Oh my gosh, man, Usain Bolt. That's what you need to call me. I didn't set up some things for the stream. Okay, nah, it's set up. Oh my gosh, I really did that so fast. Look, we sent in an offer yesterday of something around 95 million, 93 million euros. I mean, a bunch of sources said it was 100 million euros, but most sources that I was reading were saying it was right under 100 million euros guaranteed, plus 20 million or 10 million in add-ons, meaning if Kane were to score 5 goals, something like that, I don't know, 20 goals per season for the next 5 years he's here, Spurs would get a certain amount every season. If he won the Champions League, Spurs would get a certain amount. And that's probably the only prize money Spurs will ever get from any trophy, from any final, because they won't make a final. They'll be getting prize money for Harry Kane making it the Champions League finals and DFB Pokal finals and winning trophies. That's the only money they'll make from a player that is winning a trophy, and it's going to be from Kane and the add-ons and the bonus payments we include in his deal, right? So anyways, we sent that payment over, or that bid over to Tottenham. A lot of sources said there was a deadline, but trusted sources that I believe to be true said there was no deadline. And it makes no sense for Bayern to put a deadline because Bayern understand how Levy works. He's a man that got bullied as a child, right? They probably took his bicycle because I don't know if you can own a car in England anymore. They took his bike and they, slapped his bald, twatted head. And guess what? He got angry and he always wanted to be someone in power and in control. And this is exactly the personality he developed, an insufferable prick face in business, right? Daniel Levy has this front of being a macho man, but the honest truth is, bro, you will never win anything at Spurs because you are hard to deal with. If you're hard with your adversaries in negotiation, your counterparts, you have to be just as hard with your employees. This is why Spurs as an institution will never be more successful than top 4. Let's get top 4 this season. Top 4 to do what? Get dumped out of the Champions League by RB Leipzig, a team that was created in 2009. This team is so young. Jeffrey Epstein would be touching them. It's insane. You're getting dumped out by teams with Wi-Fi passwords on their lineup. So what? You're getting top 4 every season for this nonsense. Now you want to keep Kane hostage like he's an ISIS victim. This is insanity. Kane has been your greatest player in your history. I don't even know if you have history. Look, typically everyone makes fun of Man City because they have no history, right? But Spurs, what is their history? Like, at what point were they this successful club? And that, like Arsenal, I kind of get it. They used to be great, like really good. And now in the last few seasons and last 10 years or so, they kind of declined since Wenger left. So I get it, like Arsenal fans talking about history. Liverpool fans, they got history. They got Kenny Dalglish score. Who Spurs has got? Bayern have history. We got more history than the teenager on Google Chrome. Dog. Nothing's cleared up. We got Franz Beckenbauer, Gerd Müller. We have bowler after bowler. We got Sepp Maier in goal. We have some of the greatest goalkeepers of all time that played for our club. We won three Champions Leagues in a row, a hat trick. You guys are scoring, Kane scoring hat tricks for no reason. Our hat tricks are Champions Leagues, 3 in a row. What other team can do that apart from Real Madrid, Barcelona? I think Ajax did it too. We were doing these things at the height of Ajax's like reign when Johan Cruyff was cooking. Bayern have history, but Spurs, this little club trying to chat to us. Shut up, Daniel Levy. We're going to put you in your place where you're bent over and we're putting that German Blitzkrieg inside of you, all right? That's all I'm saying. And by the way, that is not a Jewish joke. Daniel Levy, I believe, is of Jewish heritage, and this has nothing to do with what happened in the 40s. This will not happen again. Never again, all right? But if you keep doing the things you're doing, we might have to reactivate some history, man. We might have to revisit. I'm joking. This is obviously a joke. I condemn everything that happened in the 40s to Daniel Levy's people. I condemn it thoroughly. Man. So moving on. So Levy ignored Bayern's offer and got on a plane to Miami, Florida. I don't know what the hell he's looking for in Miami. That shiny forehead's about to get tanned up. Maybe that's why. And apparently some sources are saying he's there to meet Joe Louis and talk about how to move forward with Kane. If that was really the case, Joe Louis, who's in jail, Spurs is a disaster. Like, damn, they got their owner in jail. This man's in jail. So, yeah, Joe Louis could have just called if that was the case. So I don't think that's what it is. But other sources are saying Kane or Levy's family was out on vacation, and he's there to meet him for the last few days of their vacation. But we all know Daniel Levy. He knew damn well Bayern sent that offer in, and then he booked a flight. That's what happened for the power play. I don't think there was a deadline in the offer, but I think there was I don't think people understand how bids are sent. You get on a phone call with someone at Spurs and you say, we're sending in a bid. Please give us a reply very fast. And maybe Bayern might have given a date. Then Levy hears that and goes, wait, you're trying to get me to respond fast. I'm getting on a plane to Miami because I don't care. He does care. I mean, this is what happens. This is what overcompensation means. He clearly cares about this entire transfer thing. He clearly cares what Bayern and Kane do. He clearly cares that he could be losing his greatest player in his club's history. He clearly cares, but he has to pretend like, oh, it doesn't bother me at all that I'm losing Harry Kane. It doesn't bother me. Now, I have a very shocking opinion that everyone watching this is going to see as crazy. And I will get to reading your chat messages. And the reason my title is the way it is because I believe Spurs are under pressure, and Daniel Levy knows he's going to lose Kane. And he's maybe trying to squeeze a few more million out of Bayern. And the shocking opinion I have is if Daniel Levy and Spurs don't accept this offer, move on. Bayern need to move on. We just need to tell Kane, hey, we tried, buddy. We tried. We tried to get you. We put a big amount of money up. For a 30-year-old with a year left on his contract, we've been more than fair. We have been way too fair to Spurs. I mean, Levy was saying 120 billion pounds. Bro, we ain't Saudi Arabia. We ain't got, the only oil in Germany is probably olive oil. There ain't no oil coming out of those grounds. The only thing that comes out of Germany, freaking pretzels. They don't produce any natural resources that I know of. What does Germany produce out of the, like, what do they mine out? You know? What do they do? So, they thought we were freaking Qatar. Insane. Talking about 120 million pounds, which is 150 million euros, basically. That's our entire season transfer budget. That's what Spurs were initially demanding. I mean, the numbers started going down in the media, but it was just Levy's way of trying to make Bayern bid really high, and we did. I believe 100 million euros or whatever amount it was that we were we just bid it is way too much. It's enough. If I'm Kane, I'm coming now. I'm doing an interview. I'm gonna start doing the Lewandowski. I don't know a single player that would want to play for Bayern. I don't know if that's Lewandowski's accent, but my man started roasting Bayern. He started going in, and the board went, "Damn, he's really ruining our reputation. We got to sell him fast." And we came to an agreement with Barcelona. But remember, our board started that summer with Lewandowski has a contract and he will not leave. Lewandowski knows what is in his contract. He knows the year it expires, and we cannot lose Lewandowski. And guess what, man? We sold him because the man came out and said, "Nah, I ain't staying here. Screw this club." I mean, he risked the relationship the fans had with him to leave and go to Barcelona for a nice little paycheck and a different experience. And I think Kane likes the Spurs fans. He loves the Spurs fan base. You know, as an Arsenal fan, I don't know why. I don't know. Was he confirmed to be an Arsenal fan? I remember seeing a picture of him in an Arsenal jersey when he was like 10. But come on, like the boy was like 10, 8 years old. His balls hadn't even dropped yet. You know, he started kicking ball for Spurs before that happened. So I don't know. I genuinely think he loves Spurs. His family loves Spurs, and they want an amicable, peaceful agreement. They don't want anything crazy happening. He doesn't want to ruin the reputation he has with Spurs fans, which is kind of crazy because Spurs fans and Spurs as a club are very irrelevant when it comes to English football. I mean, it's always been Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, and now Man City. It's never been Spurs. Leicester City have won a trophy more recently than this club. So I don't know. I guess it's just his personality, and I really respect that. So look, if Spurs don't accept his bid, we move on. And that's why I think Daniel Levy will accept it, because he knows I'm not trying to lose Kane for free. As much as I don't want to bend to these Germans, I'm really not trying to lose Kane for free. What do you guys think? Next year for free and buy Tchouaméni with the money? Oh, there was a story from Darius that Camavinga and Toni Kroos, Camavinga and Jude Bellingham are like undisputed starters in Madrid's team. And I'm like, what about Tchouaméni? You know, we could use that to tap up Tchouaméni. Who knows? Better Vlahovic than without a striker. I mean, Dusan Vlahovic would be the alternative. But let's not even talk about alternatives, because I don't think Levy's a stupid individual. I believe he's a man that makes things hard for people around him. He's a man that demands money, true. But I don't think he's stupid. I think he knows if he doesn't accept this offer, there's a genuine chance Bayern just give up. Because Bayern haven't been known throughout our history to overpay for players. I mean, we're typically known for getting Lewandowski for free, getting Goretzka for free, getting Kimmich for pennies. I mean, at the time he was a prospect, but for what he became, it was very, very cheap. We spent $250,000, €250K on Jamal Musiala. Now, again, he was a youngster and he was, a prospect, but it's still us signing players that are now incredibly important for us for cheap amounts of money, and in some instances, no money, for free. Got a lot of free signings. So Spurs need to understand that Bayern would be willing to walk away. I mean, Pep Guardiola wanted Neymar at Bayern. He wanted Kevin De Bruyne, but Bayern weren't willing to pay the money, because that's the only explanation. It's clearly not because De Bruyne wasn't good enough. If Pep wanted him, we should have signed him. So yeah, it's not that. It's not any of that. The thing is, Bayern just don't want to overpay for players. But Bayern do understand that we have had a luxury with Robert Lewandowski. I mean, we really did. For so many years, we never had to worry about a number 9. We didn't even have to worry about a backup, because Lewandowski was just fit every game. Like, my man was playing. He could play every single game in the season because of how hard he worked and how fit he kept himself. So we had a luxury for so many years. But now it's completely different, where we need a striker, and Kane is that striker. Unfortunately, he's 30, but we know 30 doesn't mean the end of one's career. If Kane gives us 2 to 3 world-class seasons, I think we win a Champions League in there. I believe Bayern see that as worthwhile, and they're willing to buy Kane for the amount of money they're willing to buy him for. And if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be fed up of this too, and I would just want Kane to go, to be honest. I think at the end of this, Harry Kane will be a Bayern player. Now, there's some PSG fans that are saying Kane's going to go to them, and I don't get it. What indication is Harry Kane given that he would agree personal terms to go to PSG? I think Kane is more likely to stay at Spurs and run down his contract than go to PSG, because I don't think he rates PSG. I think one of the reasons he wants to come to Bayern is because we are such a stable environment. I get it. We sacked Oliver Kahn and Hassan Salihamidzic very recently, and we sacked Nagelsmann prematurely. Well, I mean, that's because we sacked those board members because they sacked Nagelsmann prematurely. But overall, historically speaking, we are very stable, and we have a project and an idea of where we want to be in Europe. We have a very ambitious board. We're also financially secured, no debt. We're not Barcelona where you need to take a wage cut because we can't pay you. We're very stable. And I know these are small things that don't seem like issues, but if you're a player considering Barcelona, you're going to look at what happened in the last few years. What if another COVID happens? Am I going to have to literally lose money that I was promised because this club's broke? So, yeah, a lot of things go into Kane's decision to choose Bayern. I think our history and the prestigiousness of playing for Bayern is one of those. Bayern is a top 3 club in world history. I know a lot of Liverpool fans and United want to be in there, but when it comes to consistency and creating legends, Bayern have Collins Rummenigge, my man, won 2 Ballon d'Ors. We have Franz Beckenbauer, who's known as the archetype for modern day center backs. And like Franz Beckenbauer was a world-class midfielder, a world-class center back at the same time, like insane. He reinvented football. He's the reason midfielders drop deep now to collect the ball from the goalkeeper and the center backs, because he was a center back who did the things that a modern midfielder is supposed to do. And he was so technical, so gifted, just beautiful at everything. His shooting, like this man was perfect. A FIFA card with great defending and great attacking stats. That's really what he was. I hate to use FIFA to bring an analogy in here, but yeah, it is what it is. Also, Bayern, we're looking at Sofian Amrabat. His representatives want to offer him to Bayern, because why would you want to go to United if you know they are unstable? I mean, you don't even know who's going to own them. Amrabat, at this point, damn, like we need a DM so bad, I might just settle. Amrabat would be a nice little stopgap, but ideally you want someone like Tchouameni. And when I say, sorry, I had to sneeze there. When I say someone like Tchouameni, I mean they play like Tchouameni. It doesn't have to be Tchouameni. This guy said my arrogance is astonishing. No, it's not. Colin Richards says, take some advice. Levy will not be pushed around by your club. Yeah, I get it. Daniel Levy was bullied as a kid, and this is his way of, I suppose, showing that he still has power, and that's why he's such an insufferable person to deal with. I think it is kind of hilarious, though. I mean, if I was a Spurs fan, I'd equally hate and equally love having Levy, because he's like always going to get you the best deal possible. But bro, what am I reading? Oh man. But he's going to get you a great deal, but you also know he's too stingy to build something, to buy a player that you might really need, and transfers might take too long. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I already said it. If Levy doesn't accept this, then Bayern should move on. I'm not that hung over Kane. Come on. I get it. I really want Kane at Bayern, but I don't want Kane at Bayern when it's going to be 120 million British pounds or even 100 million British pounds. 100 million euros, it works. I've been saying it. 100 million euros works for me. I think Kane is worth that. He elevates our team in a really unique way. And I don't want Vlahovic at this club, because I feel like that's our option. Or we might go in for Osimhen and try to see if Napoli can lower their fee. And they might, considering PSG got Gonçalo Ramos. And, it's like a few dominoes already fell. So Napoli might be pressured to lower their demand. I wouldn't even want to pay $100 million for Osimhen because I don't think he's worth that even, to be honest. I just don't see how. I don't know. I just don't. I hate this transfer stuff. I hate it. I wish the season could just start and we could just be teleported to the beginning of the season and everything else that happened just happens and we don't know about it. And then we find out on the day. Oh, did we sign Kane? Nice. Oh, why isn't he on the bench? He's injured. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, we didn't sign Kane? Who do we sign? Vlahovic. Nice. Okay. I don't want Vlahovic at this club. That scrub. Someone actually added me on Twitter. Ooh, what do you mean you don't want Vlahovic? What do you mean he has a bad first touch? First of all, I guess you have the time to be adding me on Twitter, but when I say Vlahovic has a bad first touch, I don't mean you should go find me a clip where he has a good first touch and then be like, wow, yeah, this proves you wrong. A bad first touch means it's unreliable. Meaning, I don't know if you're going to touch the ball like frickin' who's that? David Beckham, right? No, it's not David Beckham. No. Who's that one player? Beckham. Dennis Beckham. Yeah, you guys remember that guy has probably one of the best first touches of football. I don't need you to find me a clip where he has a touch that looks like David Beckham. Or, sorry, again, I misspoke. Forgot his name. Dennis Beckham. Because I can easily show you a clip that shows him having a touch like Romelu Lukaku. So I don't think selecting clips to prove something to me is the way to go, because I have watched Juventus and I've seen what Vlahovic offers, and he's very technically questionable at best. He ain't on Kane's level and never will be. Perhaps he improves and I don't know, maybe the Juve tax. But even when he was at Fiorentina, I just didn't even see like these things that people were hyping up. I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it. So, look, Vlahovic I think he was supposed to be linked to Inter Milan. By the way, Inter doing some pretty interesting business. Actually, both Milan clubs are just doing interesting business. AC Milan is becoming America or FC. They have Yunus Musa. They bought Pulisic. They already have McKennie's at Juve. What am I talking about? Yeah, I mean, they're, becoming Americanized. Pretty soon, they're just going to start cutting their kids' balls off. So anyways, as I was saying, damn, I really just said that. Hey, that's what happens in America now. What was I saying about Daniel Levy, that freaking Voldemort, Lex Luthor, bald-headed twat? What was I saying? So if we don't get Kane, y'all don't want Vlahovic, who's better than Ramos going to PSG, who's better than Füllkrug. Nah, we going to end up with Niklas Füllkrug. Are the streets prepared to see Füllkrug cook at Bayern? Oh, it was Berbatov I was thinking about? Yeah, it was Berbatov. Wait, is that the dude that did that one video on how to improve your first touch? Yeah, Berbatov is who I was thinking about. Dimitar Berbatov. Yeah, that bad boy. That bowler. I would get Pedro from Flamengo. I don't know much about Brazilian football, but I do occasionally go to Transfermarkt just to see if there's the next Messi anywhere, the next Ronaldinho. He's a striker for Flamengo. I mean, I don't know much about him, but if he scores goals and he's better than the European options, then, maybe we can try it out. But I don't think Bayern are going to go out of Europe to look for a striker. I think Bayern just want a solution now. Because if we get someone that's just a prospect, then what's the difference between them and just having Matisse Tell? What's the difference? Right. I mean, to be fair, Spurs are about to sign Gift Orban. And they already got this Felix Vélez. Hold on. One of them Argentinian names. I know his last name is Vélez or Vélez. They signed a striker, 2 strikers, or they are going to sign 2 strikers if they get Gift Orban. And I'm just sitting here like, well, I mean, they clearly think they need a striker. I mean, okay, if Kane was injured, do they really have a backup? Is the backup going to be? I mean, Richarlison had a terrible first season, which is kind of crazy because he had a decent World Cup. So I was like, maybe it is Spurs. Maybe it's that Conte terrorism. Conte's out here playing my man as a freaking left back. So yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Spurs are a weird club. Let's go for Osimhen. Okay, well, what would be your replacements, or I mean, alternatives to Kane? Osimhen is. So I had a list of strikers I wanted, and this is before the Kane big news came out. I mean, we've been linked to Kane for months, but it really became real when all these trusted journalists started saying Kane wants Bayern, personal terms agreed. And then I was like, whoa. But even before that, what list did I tell you guys? I told you Kolo Muani wasn't on my list like that. He was on the bottom. But it was Kane, Osimhen, and I had it might have been Gonçalo Ramos, and then it might have been Vlahovic, and then Kolo Muani, because I don't rate Kolo Muani. And that we might end up with Kolo Muani. Jeez, I think Spurs are linked to Kolo Muani. I don't even think he would fit in at Spurs. I think he's way too expensive for what he actually offers. He's a final form Marcus Thuram, just very big and black and fast. Like, no racism, obviously. I'm just saying, like, 3 facts about him: very big, black and fast. So when people see that, they go, "Wow!" And it's not that unique. There's nothing Kolo Muani can do that Kane can't. Maybe his dribbling is slightly better, but I feel like if Kane had the pace, he would be a better dribbler. It's just Kane isn't fast, but he's intelligent with his speed, which I would value higher than just pure pace. Some players are just fast for no reason. Look at Timo Werner. He's just fast for no reason, but how many offsides does that man get? Go watch Leipzig games. I watched Leipzig play UD Palmas today. The amount of times Timo was offside, I thought he was Sadio Mane for a second. It's like Sadio Mane times 2. Timo was offside. Not he scored an offside goal. No, I mean, like, my man was just offside all the time, like just walking offside. So yeah, Mitrovic or Lukaku. There's this. Oh, nah, man. This is how I'm gonna feel. You're wrong. You're fucking poor. Yeah, we would be broke as hell if we're only limited to signing Lukaku and Mitrovic. Nah, man, we cannot do that. Nah, we need a. We would need a. This. I don't think I'd live seeing Romelu Lukaku holding the line for me. Nah, after all these years of slandering and bantering him, for him to play for my team, I could not do it. I don't think I could survive with Lukaku in this team. This is why we got to get Kane. Daniel Levy, nah, I'm on my knees. Nah, I'm not sucking your freaking small weasel PP, micro PP. Nah, I'm just on my knees, like, accept this offer, because you'll be saving me from the heart attack of seeing Niklas Füllkrug play for my club. I cannot see that man that needs a dentist. He needs a dentist, not a move to Bayern. Niklas Füllkrug cannot be at this club. Oh my gosh, he's the same age as Kane too. The club's gonna be oh my gosh. We better not. We better not. Tell us a winger would be perfect. No. Still no agreement between Kane and Spurs. Well, no. Well, I mean, maybe people think this is like a breaking news show where I tell you, oh yeah, we signed Kane. I'm just making a very big opinion here that we will. I think, yeah. Is that fair? I'm just telling people that I think we will sign Kane. as long as everything goes correctly. Yo, what the hell? Yo, Neymar's cooking. What's Neymar doing? Why is Neymar playing for these random club? Nah, chat, we need to sign Neymar. If we don't sign Kane, we need to see what Ney is saying about a Munich move. Yeah, man, come over here to Germany. They got some German feminists for you, my boy. Move away from these nice, soft Brazilian women and go get you a problematic German woman, huh? That's just how I imagine German women, to be honest. I'd just be seeing them super masculine chicks. Yo, Neymar, man, hey, move to Munich, bro. Come on, bro. If we had Neymar in this team, I would forgive the sale of Sadio Mane, as if I ever cared about Mane. But all right, let's read some reports. Sky Sports says Spurs chairman Daniel Levy's in the U.S., but the trip is not believed to be linked to any potential transfer. Kane is expected to be involved in Tottenham's friendly against Shakhtar on Sunday. Bayern's still waiting on a response for their final offer. Yeah, we're getting ghosted, man. It's like dudes with androids. Like, damn, she saw that green, or is it blue? I don't know whichever color android is. And she said, she dried up real fast. Like, you might have had a great chat. You guys think this Android iPhone business actually means something? Like, girls really be looking at green bubbles and going, damn, nah, I can't, I'm not messing with you. Is that really like a fact? Nah, I might have missed out on real baddies that really would have loved me more if I had an iPhone. But that's what Daniel Levy's doing to us. He's just goat. My man said, "You got an iPhone?" and just smacked it down. It's funny because I was saying that and I smacked an iPhone on the ground as opposed to the Android I have. Nah, I love Android. Come on. I love my Samsung, my Korean Kim Min Jae phone. Come on, bro. Yeah, you guys are tripping. Us Android users, our lives matter. ALM, baby. ALM. Android lives matter. Wait, Jurgen Klinsmann is the Korean national team coach? Nah, that's... Imagine my man trying to do a team talk in Korean. Like, that's just racist. Because he didn't even say anything. So Kim on how the Bundesliga is viewed in Korea because of players like Bum Kun-cha. Nah, that's outrageous. No way a parent named their child Bum Kun-cha. Nah, that's outrageous. Heung-min Son, that's a normal name. And Hwang from RB Leipzig. The Bundesliga in South Korea was always being watched. In Mainz and Stuttgart, there are Koreans. For me, it's now the task to push the attention. All right, yeah, let's do some PR for the Bundesliga. No answer yet from Tottenham to Bayern's offer of more than 100 million euros for Kane. There was no deadline. Therefore, Bayern is still waiting for an answer this weekend. The midnight deadline is a signal that Bayern are growing frustrated with the current situation, although it is not clear if they would then walk away from any deal if it was not met. Tottenham have refused to comment. That's from BBC Sport. I mean, why would Tottenham comment? They don't have to say anything. They just chill. Man, it's kind of cool to be on the selling side of this sometimes. It's like how this is so identical to the Barcelona deal. We held these mans out, bro. We said 50 mil and nothing or nothing. And they were offering 25 million, 35 million. And they really ended up paying us 50 million. Nah, we better not end up paying Spurs 120 million pounds. I better not be hearing about pounds. I need euros, bruh. Euros. Hit the like button, by the way. Let's get to that 50. 304s be shallow AF. Best believe it. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I love me some shallow, boring chicks. I got enough funny for both of us. As long as she's a baddie, like it don't matter. She'll make up for her lack of personality with her ad of cleavage. Nah, I'm Android users to be red flags. Nah, chat. What is this? In the US. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Damn. They really You're fucking poor. It's really what they're saying. We're getting ghosted. This man just ignored us. Hope Bayern will set a real deadline for Levy. I'm tired of this Kane saga. I am too. That's why I'm willing to move on if they don't accept this offer that's actually generous. De Gea or Raha to Bayern. Oh my gosh. Yo, I blame Neuer for this nonsense. Change your profile picture, man. Neuer is to be blamed for the prospect of David De Gea playing for my team. If I see De Gea in that goal, oh my God. We might as well just forfeit the season. Just give the trophy to, oh my gosh. Bro. David De Gea in our goal. What do you think of buying Kane for 120 million? Not for it. If they don't accept this bid, we just move on. Let's pay Neuer 20 million per year. That's crazy because that's what he's getting paid. Nah, this Neuer guy ruined us, man. Bruh, I'd rather keep Jan Sommer than freaking get David De Gea. You guys understand how bad De Gea is? My man's getting beaten by wind. The wind. You're 32 years old. You're supposed to be world class. I mean, by the way, there was a season where De Gea was just so good. And the shouts for him being world class were kind of justified. He was really good. But it's 2023. Like, get that thing off the road, man. He should be playing for Real Sociedad. That's your level now, G. You ain't going to be Bayern. You ain't going to be at Bayern. And his ball playing ability is trash. David Raya is slightly better. But again, he's also terrible on the ball. I mean, an analysis of him is he's really good at like distributing when he has the ball in his hands and he kicks it. That's cool. But like short passing, he's terrible at it. He's not composed under the ball at all. So I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of David Raya. Bruh, we should just get some young kid, man. We should just go the young route. Yeah, man. We should just channel our inner Michael Jackson and just get some young boys. If you like Bonu, that's damn near a 40-year-old man. But Bonu can't be worse than De Gea. So, and Raya has world-class long balls. I get it. Like, you move that way, but not all of us are gay. Mamadevshvili is off the table, right? Well, I mean, the sources say Bayern want him, but he's just too expensive. We should get the Copenhagen goalkeeper. And this isn't the first time I'm hearing this. A few people are saying this. I don't know who he is. I don't watch Copenhagen. If the only thing I'd go to Copenhagen to do is to just, see what the Danish girls are saying. Like, never mind. I'm tripping. Walker might think to renew again if Kane rejects. That's a good point. Dominic Kotaski. Okay. Really got to look into him. I say that, and then next stream you'll probably mention the name, and I'm not gonna know who you're talking about. Move on to whom? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We could really compromise and just get us a nice Niklas Füllkrug, or hope for Choupo-Moting, masterclass. Just hope he stops getting injured. Dude, I need a haircut, man. Jeez. Oof. I need to get a haircut on Monday. Rick, I don't blame Kane for wanting to move. London is a failed society. Yeah, man, London's crazy. You guys seen that video where they were taking down the British flag, and some dude was like, and they were putting up like the rainbows, like it just rained, uh, and this dude was like, "Mate, you're taking down the wrong flag," and this guy up there was like, "You don't think I know that?" I was like, that's kind of sad because it's like, why are you taking down the British flag or the English flag? I don't know the difference. They're both the same flag to me. Screw England. We beat you in 1776. We're going to do it again. Well, we ain't going to do it again because we're allies now or something. But mess with us. Try to colonize us again and see what we do to you. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's why Kane specifically wants to leave London. But I think he wants to just join a club with winning potential. I mean, he can't go to Chelsea or Arsenal because Spurs fans will hate him. I mean, what's his name? Sol Campbell. I heard expressions using call him Solus Campbellin, which I don't know what a Bellin means, but it was just so funny the way he said it. So it's pretty obvious you don't want to get on the wrong side of Spurs fans by going to a London rival. I think he could probably get away with going to a Man United or Man City, which is why he was linked to City. Because that's not Spurs, that's not Arsenal, that's not Chelsea. I don't even think he could get away with going to West Ham. Waste Ham. Yeah, I don't think Kane's trying to leave because of any other reason other than win trophies. And maybe in an ideal world, he would love to stay at Spurs and win with them, but he knows what's up. Postecoglou's coming in, and that's just a prospect manager. He hasn't done anything in the game, and it's kind of Spurs are hilarious because I mean they went the whole like new manager. Pochettino was one. Project managers, young managers that were looking to build something. So they went with Pochettino for so many years. And then they said, nah, now we need a manager to just win. Then they went Mourinho, like full on Mourinho. It's like, nah, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to. You did not have to get Jose Mourinho. You did not have to make that jump. And then they were like, yeah, Mourinho gone. All right, Conte. Bro, it's like, you didn't have to. You could have just gotten you a manager that played good football, but also won things. You don't just win by there's more than one way to win. You don't just have to be Mourinho ball. You can also do Thomas Tuchel ball, or I mean, I guess not many managers were available at the time, but that's where being smart comes in. But this is why Daniel Levy might be losing the Spurs fan base. I don't really know if he is, but it's like you basically screwed up so many times. Why should we trust you to get it right with Postecoglou? Who's to say he's not getting sacked in the middle of the season? Because Postecoglou, who is he, right? I mean, if he turns out to be like Roberto De Zerbi, then yeah, it's great. Because wow, this new manager with a different philosophy has taken the league by storm. Spurs might win something, who knows? But if he turns out to be just another generic coach trying to press, trying to be Pep, trying to be Klopp, nothing unique that he adds, then again, Spurs fans are going to be calling for Levy to be sacked up. So I don't know. And the Spurs fans wonder why Kane wants to go. Conte thought he was better than the club. Antonio Conte, this man really. Antonio Conte. No, how do I do this? Let me listen to a Conte interview, and I'll be able to. I forgot how to do his impression. This is me, Antonio. I've not eaten today. Nah, come on. I'm tripping. I'm I'm losing my sauce, man. I used to be doing. Good evening. It's me, Will I own this? No. Emery? Okay, I can understand the Emery one. All right, cool. I can do the Emery one. I just forgot the Conte one. it's me, Antonio Conte. The way I play, for the way the Spurs play is just not good football. It's just not good. It's not good football. Dang it, I suck. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, yeah, Conte was a disaster. And wait, no, it was Chiellini that said, now, why would you hire an Italian after what Chiellini said about Spurs? It's in the history of the Tottenham. They always come so close to win, but at the end, they always lack something. Bruh, like, really, that man cursed that club. It's in the history of the Tottenham. But he cursed your entire club forever. Oh man, if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be trying to run up on Chiellini, bro. How dare you talk about Yid Army like that, man? How dare you talk about it? It is not in our history, but it is. I think Spurs fans hate Spurs. they hate Spurs almost as much as Arsenal fans because of how annoying their club must be. But anyways, it is what it is. Yo. I know you guys are saying who we gonna get, like who we gonna sign if it's not Kane. You know, there's this little young boy. I guess he's a man now. He's having a kid. You know, family man, just like Harry Kane. You know, he's almost married. He has a fiance. He's 21 years old from Man United. Again, I want to emphasize that he's having a kid at a young age. You know, and he's probably half Nigerian, half British. I don't know. You know, first name Mason, Greenwood. Come on. Let's think about it. I mean, look, I get it. He smacked that hoe. I get it. Like, he really bruised her up. But Sadio Mane smacked up Sane. It was all right. You know, the club still kept him here. So, you know, is it not time to forgive Mason Greenwood and just consider bringing come on, chat. We got to think about this. You know what I'm saying? Bring Greenwood in, you know, get that technical striker, that amazing finishing with both feet, light-skinned Van Persie. Like, guys, come on. We do a nice little Greenwood. We could, you know, just swoop him in, you know. Could be a loan with an option to buy. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's good reason to consider this. I get it. Like, he did smack her up. He Chris Browned her Rihanna. I get that. I understand these things. He Jerome Boateng'd his girl, and I get it. I understand these things. But once again, like, they're getting married. They're getting a kid. The child will solve all his psychotic problems. So all I'm saying is, let's just, you know, consider nice little signature, you know. He's just, we lost our sleeve sponsor. He lost his sponsors. We're a match made in heaven. I'm just saying, maybe as a man, he just needs a change of environment. You know, in Munich, that's what I'm thinking. So Mason Greenwood, like, if you're available, hit our lines. This club, look, Lucas Hernandez beat his wife too, and guess what? We actually defended him in court and made sure he didn't go to jail. So I'm just saying, like, what Mason? Like, what are you saying to, like, us? Like, what are you saying about Bayern? Like, what do you think? Like, come on, let's really, like, consider it. But it is what it is. Someone says we're not getting Greenwood. I don't want another fighter. Come on, dude. We could just create a Bayern UFC division. You know, rival fans will make life hell. Nah, when we're winning with Greenwood scoring hat tricks on them, what can they say? Well, I guess they can hate, but nothing we ain't heard before. I mean, come on. Lewandowski punched up Kingsley Coman. We loved him. You know, same thing. You know, punch your teammate, punch your girl. Like, same thing to me. Same thing. Just saying, like, we really should consider Greenwood. But thank you ever so much for watching. I got to go. I just came back. I came back from the gym, set up a stream, had myself muted by accident for about 10 minutes. And then I set up a different stream that was going to start in 3 minutes. I took a shower in 3 minutes. Man, that was fast. Now we're ending this. I appreciate everyone. This channel, the love that's being shown is great. So keep hitting that like button and subscribing and sharing. Kane's going to come to Bayern. That's all I can say. Harry Kane. Quit playing with us, man. Get on that plane. Harry Kane, get on that plane. Come to Bayern and win you a trophy. Look at our trophy cabinet. We've got everything, mate. We've got Champions Leagues, Bundesligas. We've got the Pokal. It's like the FA Cup, but it's even better because it's golden. It's a golden FA Cup. Kane, I think Liverpool need to go in for Harry Kane. I think it's more important for Liverpool to get an Englishman. I know Liverpool fans boo the national anthem of England because they believe Scouserland is its own country, and it makes sense because no one can understand anyone from Liverpool. But we should really get Harry Kane. He would do well for Liverpool. Actually, I think Everton should do the same. Just bring in Harry Kane. What am I doing? Why is my life getting like this?